So let's start with questions on data sufficiency. Okay. Yeah. The first question of today. I'll be giving you 2 minutes. We'll discuss this after 2 minutes. Yes, guys. Time's up. Now, can I have your attention, please? Quick responses. Can I have your attention, please? Yeah. So let's see how to solve these type of questions. Okay. So I will not be. I assume that you have gone through these 5 statements, isn't it? So I will not be reading them. Now, if I look at the question, what was the question asked? Can Ram drive from Bangalore to Chennai? Okay. If I ask you this question, what will be your answers? So, how do you answer this question? Yes or no? Isn't it? The answers for this question will be either yes or no. Isn't it? Now we have to see based on the given data, can we answer this question or not? Now, what was asked in the question? Can Ram drive from Bangalore to Chennai in less than 3 hours? Okay, so to answer this question, we should know the time taken. Okay, to drive from Bangalore to Chennai. Okay, when I can find the time taken to travel from Bangalore to Chennai, I can answer this question. Isn't it? Ante kada. Time teliste, we can answer this question. Okay, if it is more than 3 hours, okay, then no. If it is less than 3 hours, your answer will be yes, isn't it? Now, to calculate time, okay, we need what? Speed and distance. We need both speed and distance. Okay, speed and distance. Now I will look at the statements where speed and distance is mentioned. Okay, so the distance, for example, if I consider statement 2, the distance from Bangalore to Chennai is greater than 210. So we are given with this 210 kilometers. Okay, so we have some idea about the distance. Now if I consider statement 1 and statement 3, we are given with average speed of the whole journey is less than 70 kilometer per hour. Okay, and we are given with maximum speed is 150 kilometer per hour. Now tell me, I have a doubt, guys. Okay, can I say that Ram is driving from Bangalore to Chennai with a speed of 150 kilometer per hour? Are we sure? No, this is the maximum speed. Okay, for some stretch, in between Bangalore to Chennai, he has touched a speed of 150 km/h. So with maximum speed, I can't do anything. But when I look at this average speed, okay, now let me consider average speed as 70 and distance as 210. Okay, now if distance 210 kilometers by 70, then what was the time taken? Total time taken is equal to total distance by, sorry, average speed, isn't it? Average speed is nothing but total distance by total time. So total time is equal to total distance by average speed. So 220 by 70, which is equal to 3 hours. Now, if the distance is 210 and if the average speed is equal to 70, then I can say that he has reached 3 hours, isn't it? But is the distance 300? Sorry, is the distance 210? No, greater than 210. Okay, is the speed 70? No, less than 70. Now what can I say? Okay, distance by speed will obviously greater than 3 hours because distance is more than 210 and average speed is less than 70. Okay, so distance by average speed will be greater than 3 hours. Now can we have a, do we have a definite answer for this question? If
No,
I
sir.
consider statement 1 and statement 2, do we have a definite answer? Yes, we have a definite answer. What is that answer? No. Here మీరు values పట్టించుకోకండి. Okay, so what was asked in the question? Okay, can Ram drive from Bangalore to Chennai in less than 3 hours? Are we asked to determine the time? No. Okay, are we asked will Ram will drive from Bangalore to Chennai? No. That's not the question asked. ఓకే, క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి? రామ్ బెంగళూరు నుంచి చెన్నైకి 3 గంటల కన్నా తక్కువ సమయంలో వెళ్ళగలడా? ఓకే, అండ్ వీఆర్ గివెన్ విత్ దిస్. సో వెన్ ఐ కన్సిడర్ స్టేట్మెంట్ 1 అండ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ 2, ఓకే, ఐ హావ్ గాట్ దట్ వాడికి ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది? గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 3 hours. సో వాట్ విల్ బి ద ఆన్సర్ ఫర్ దిస్ క్వశ్చన్? నో. సో డూ ఐ హ్యావ్ ఎ డెఫినెట్ ఆన్సర్? ఎస్, I can answer that question. So what should be the answer? The data in statements 1 and 2 together are sufficient, while data in statement 3 are not sufficient, are not required to answer this question. So I can answer this question using statement 1 and 2 together. Clear? అర్థమైందా లేదా? Did you understand this or not? Quick responses. Okay, so data sufficiency questions లోనే మీరు ఏదైతే అడిగారో అది చేస్తే చాలు. You need not find the value there. Okay, so moving ahead to next question. So I'll give you 1.5 minutes. We'll discuss this after 1.5 minutes. Okay, we have B, A, E, E. Okay, let's see. Okay, so how many sons does S have? So what will be the answer for this question? A number. A number. For example, let us say X. Okay, so there should be a definite value of x. Now q and v are brothers of u. So if I consider u here, u is, we do not know the gender of u. Okay, q and v are brothers of u. So I'll be using plus for brothers. So q and v are brothers of u. T is sister of h and v. Okay, so T is a sister of V. Okay, and H. H is a sibling of V. We do not know. H can be either sister or brother. Okay. Now, with statement one alone, can we answer this question? How many does how many sons does S have? No, we do not have S in the picture. S asali picture lo led kada. So we cannot answer this. Okay. Now take statement two alone. T and U are daughters of S's wife. So S's wife and S is male. S's wife. T and U are daughters. So T is daughter, U is daughter. Now T and U are not the only children of S's wife. So T and U are not the only children of S also. So S ki inka children unnaru. We don't know. Now if I combine one and two, so with this, can we answer this question? No, because it is given that T and U are not the only children of S's wife. Okay. Now if I combine one and two, okay. So we have two is female, then we have Q, then we have V, and then we have H. Now tell me, how many sons does S have? How many sons does S have? You don't know. You can't say. Three, how can you say? Okay, H can be male or H can be female. If H is male, S might have three sons, and if H is female, S might have two sons. And it is also given that Q and V are the brothers of you. If it is given that Q and V are the only brothers of you, then your answer will be there will be only two sons. Kada, only brothers son anunte, your answer might be two. But is it given that Q and V are the only brothers of you? No. So you ki inka brothers undachchu. You can have any number of brothers. Kada. So with statements 1 and 2 combined, and we also do not know the gender of H. Okay. Okay. If for example, if H is male, can we answer this question? If it is given that H is male, can we answer this question? No. How can you answer this question? Okay. S can have one more male child also. మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా? For example, if you know that H is male, then also we cannot answer this question because S can have one more son, isn't it? So with statement 1 alone you cannot answer, statement 2 alone you cannot answer. By combining both the statements, you cannot answer this question. So the answer for this question should be option B. Both the statements are not sufficient. Clear? When can you answer this question? When it is given that Q and V are the only Q. Then you can answer this question. Otherwise, not. Clear, guys? Yeah, 480. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. Moving ahead. So I'll give you 1 minute. D, D, C, D. Okay, let's see. The answer should be D. Yeah, great going. Okay, so I got majority of answers for this question. So now I can say that you have understood how to answer questions from data sufficiently. Now, train A crosses a pole in 9 seconds. So again, a problem from speed, time, and distance. So what is the length of train? Okay, to find the length of train, what is required? Given with time, and we have a train crossing a pole, speed, isn't it? Speed. So you should be in a position to determine the speed of a train. Now train B, which is 10 meters longer than A. Okay, so sorry, 100 meters longer than A. So if I consider the length of A as L, so B is equal to L plus 100. This crosses the pole in 15 seconds. Can we determine the value of L from here? No, because we do not know the speed of train B, isn't it? We do not know the speed of train B. Fine. So with only one alone, we cannot answer. Both the trains have same speed. So with this statement alone also you cannot answer. Ratio of lengths of train A and train B is 3:5. So LA by LB is equal to 3:5. Now what can we determine? This is statement 1. This is statement 2. Isn't it? Now if I consider the length of train A is 3x, then length of train B is 5x. Isn't it? Okay, so with statement 3 alone we cannot determine. But if I combine 1 and 3, because we have two equations. Length of train B in terms of length of train A. So 5x is equal to 3x plus 100. This implies 2x is equal to 100, x is equal to 50. So if x is equal to 50, length of train A will be 150, isn't it? We can directly get the answer. So using statements 1 and 3, I can find the answer. Okay, now you have having 1 and 3 in options? It was only in option D. Option D lo undi kada. Either statements 1 and 2 both or statements 1 and 3 both. Okay, so this for sure. But I will also check whether I can get the answer using statements 1 and 2. Okay. Train B, which is 100 meters longer than A, crosses a pole in 15 seconds. So L plus 100 by, if I consider 1 and 2, both the trains have same speeds. Yes is equal to how many seconds? 15. So L plus 100 is equal to 15s, or L is equal to 15s minus 100. Now this is one equation. Now a train A whose length is L crosses a pole in 9 seconds. So L and with same speed is equal to 9. L is equal to 9s. Now please observe, we do have two equations with two variables. Can we solve them and get the answer? Yes, isn't it? So am I required to solve this? No, because we have two equations, two variables. I can say that this can also be solved and we can determine the length using statements 1 and 2 alone. Done. So we by considering 1 and 2 or statements 1 and 3 together. Clear? Quick responses, guys. Any doubts? No. Okay. So moving ahead. So D, again D, okay, let's see. Now we need to find the age of C. Age of C. And age of C will be a number. We need to determine value of X here. Now if I consider first statement, average age of A and B is 21. Okay, if I assume the age of A as A and age of B as B, A plus B will be equal to 42, isn't it? A plus B is equal to 42. With statement 1 alone, can we determine the answer? No. Now second, average age of B and C is 18. Okay, so B plus C is equal to 36. Okay, with statement 2 alone, can I answer this question? No, because we do not know the value of B. Now, A is 12 years younger than B. So A is equal to B minus 12. Okay, so with, with this statement, can we answer this question? Can we answer this question? No. Guys, so by looking at these three statements, can someone tell me which which equation should we definitely use to find the age of C? ఏది ఖచ్చితంగా కావాలి? First, second, or third? Second. Second, we need this statement to answer this question because C is mentioned only in this statement. So to determine the age of C, you should be using this. B plus C is equal to 36. ఖచ్చితంగా యూస్ చేయాలి. Otherwise, you cannot find the value of C. అంతే కదా. Cని మెన్షన్ చేసి ఏ స్టేట్మెంట్ లో ఉంది? ఓన్లీ సెకండ్ స్టేట్మెంట్. So if you have to find the age of C, you need to use this statement for sure. Now, okay, so using this statement, if you want to find the age of C, what is required? When can we find age of C? మనం ఏం క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి? Age of B, isn't it? Now we have to see whether we can get the value of B using any of these two, at least two of the given other statements. Okay, so we have already considered statement 2. So 1 and 3 use చేస్తే can we find the value of B? అది find out చేయాలి. So we have A plus B is equal to 42 and B minus A is equal to 12. Can we find the value of B? Yes, we have two equations, two variables, isn't it? We can find the value of B. Simple, add it. 2B is equal to 54. B is equal to 27. We have the value of B here. So substitute here. You will get the age of C. Okay. So I say all the statements, statement 1, 2, and 3 are required to answer this question. So the answer should be option D. Clear, guys? Any doubts? Quick responses. Clear. Okay. So moving ahead. Yes, guys, time is up. Okay. E. Together are necessary. Let's see. Okay. So who is the brightest student among 6 friends? We need to find the brightest student. Okay. Now Sarah is brighter than Tia. Okay. And Momo, but not as bright as Teresa. Teresa. So who are left? Sorry, this is Monu. My bad. We are left with Luna and Pari. Okay. So if I consider the statement one alone, we have the details about Teresa, Sarah, Pia, and Monu. So Teresa can be the brightest student, but we cannot say, isn't it? We cannot say. Either it can be Luna and Pari also. Okay. Now, now if I consider second statement alone, so when you are considering second statement alone, please forget about first statement. Now Pari is brighter than Luna as Teresa. Now with second statement alone, can we answer this question? No, because we have the details regarding these three people only. We do not have the details given with respect to Sarah, Pia, and Monu in statement 2. So with statement 2 alone, you cannot answer this. Now if I combine these two, then okay, I can say Teresa is brighter than these three, and Teresa is brighter than Pari and Luna as well. Okay, and the brightest should be brighter than the remaining 5 people, isn't it? And we have Teresa brighter than all these 5 people. So do we have a definite answer for this? Yes. Can you determine who is the brightest student? Yes. So the answer is Teresa. Okay. So when I combine these two statements, okay, I have a definite answer for this question. So it should be E. Both the statements are necessary to answer this question. Clear, guys? Quick responses, please. Clear. Okay. E. Okay, let's see. Yeah, perfect. The answer is E. Okay. Yes, perfect. Right answer from everyone. So in this question, we have 5 men and 4 women can do a piece of work in 10 days. So can I say if I consider a man is doing m units of work a day and woman is doing w units of work a day, the total work will be equal to 5m plus 4 women 5m plus 4w into 10, isn't it? Yes or no? Now this will be the total work. Okay, now we have to determine 6 men plus 8 women can do a piece of work in how many days? Into T is equal to dash is equal to total work. We need to determine the value of T. Now what is required to determine the value of T? What is required? The relation between M and W. If we have relation between M and W, we can determine this answer, isn't it? If we find the ratio of M and W, we can determine the answer, because 6M plus 8W into T is equal to 5M plus 4W into 10, isn't it? Now if I divide whole this by W, it will be 6 into M by W plus 8 into T is equal to 5 into M by W plus 4 into 10, or T is equal to 5 into M by W plus 4 by 6 into M by W plus 8. Now if I have the relation between M and W, I can answer this question. Okay, now 14 men can do a piece of work in 5 days. 14 men can do a piece of work in 5 days, isn't it? So this work can be done by 14 men. So 14 men into 5 is equal to 5 men into 4W into 10. So 14 5 is 17 M is equal to 50 M plus 40 W, or 20 M is equal to 40 W, or M by W is equal to 2. Now do we have this? Yes, substitute here and get the answer. So with using statement 1 alone, we can answer this. Similarly, using statement 2 alone, you can also answer this, because you will get the ratio of the efficiency of man and woman. You can answer this. Okay, work done by woman in 1 day is half the work done by man in 1 day. So we are directly given with this. M by W is equal to 2 by 1. Okay, so with statement 3 alone also, you can answer this. So what should be the answer for this question? Any of the above statements. Clear, guys? Quick responses. Quick responses. Okay, so first find out what is required to answer this question, and then find out whether we can find the value using those 3 given statements or not. Yes? So moving ahead. A, E, all statements together. Okay, let's see. Okay. So in a company, there are some male and female employees. Okay. What is the number of female employees? Now, let me consider the total employees in a company is 100x. Now, if I consider statement 1 alone, out of total employees, 25% are female. So 25x are female employees. Can I answer this question? No, to answer this question, we need value of x, isn't it? So with statement 1 alone, I cannot answer. Now, one third of the males are aged 40 years and above. Okay, if I consider number of males as n, okay, so n by 3, okay, n by 3 are 40 years and above. Now, can we answer this question by using this statement? No, 75x, I'm not combining 1 and 2, I'm taking 2 alone. So when I'm considering statement 2 alone, we do not know the number of males. It is not 75x. Please don't do this mistake. Okay. So here you cannot take n by 3 as number of males as 75 because I'm considering these two statements independent of each other. So if I take the number of males as n, so n by 3 will be greater than 40 years. Now from this also we cannot answer this question. He is not given. Okay, but I'm telling you the method to solve data sufficiency questions. I'm not concerned about this question. See, this is the mistake you might have, uh, you might commit in the exam as well. Yes, Varun. Okay, here my concern is not to answer this question, to let you know the mistakes that you will commit. Okay, so if I'm considering this statement alone, I cannot take the number of males as 75x, isn't it? Now, number of males aged less than 40 years is double the number of females. So we do not, if I consider the number of males less than 40 years as n, and this is equal to double the number of females. Now we do not have this. Okay, clear? Now let me combine 1 and 2. Okay, out of 25, out of total employees, 25% are females. So 25x are female. Then 75x will be males. Okay. Now one third of the males are aged 40 and above. So with these two statements also, I cannot answer this. Okay. With these two statements also, I cannot answer. So let me combine all the three because females are in one, isn't it? So one should be there. Okay. So number of females are 25x, number of males are 75x. Okay. So out of them, 25x are less than, sorry, are greater than 40 years of age, and 50x will be less than 40 years of age. If you observe, ఇదే మనకి statement 3 కింద ఇచ్చాడు. What was given in the statement 3? The okay, number of males aged less than 40 years is double the number of females. This detail we already have. Already ఉంది ఇక్కడ. Okay. So this is already in, we have determined that. Okay, and this is a redundant statement. Isn't it? So, considering all the three statements, you cannot answer this question because మనకు తెలిసిందే ఇచ్చాడు statement 3. We do not use statement 3, isn't it? So the answer for this question should be all the statements together are insufficient. Clear, guys? Any doubts? Quick responses. Clear. Okay. Now next question. Guys, I had around 60 to 70 responses as E, but the answer is not E. The answer is A. Now, is syllogisms done? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Now, now let's understand this question. So we need to determine how many of the students in a class play cricket. Only boys play cricket. Okay. There are 15 girls in the class. Okay. And the total number of students in the class is 50. So with statement 1 alone, we cannot answer for sure, because here you will be having value x, which you have to determine. Okay. Now there are 15 girls in the class. So from this statement, we do not know the number of boys. So you cannot answer this question by taking statement 2 alone. Statement 3, we are given with total number of students in the class. We do not know how many are boys. So you cannot answer this question with statement 3 alone. Now if I combine statement 2 and statement 3, I can say that we have 15 girls in the class and we have 35 boys in the class. And if I combine statement 1, statement 2 and statement 3, so can I say that these 35 boys play cricket? Yes or no? Yes or no? Can I say all boys play cricket? What is the statement given? Only boys play cricket. Okay. So if this is the set of boys playing cricket can be this, isn't it? So is it necessary that all the boys should play cricket? No. Only boys play cricket ichadu kada. So what you have considered is these are the uh, persons who are playing cricket, and you have considered this. You have considered this statement as all boys playing cricket. No, only boys play cricket. So there can be boys who do not play cricket as well, but you cannot have girls playing cricket. So cricket will be a subset of boys. It's not boys being a subset of cricket. Did you understand this? Yes or no? Only boys ante not all boys kada. Only boys play cricket. So what is the meaning of this statement? No girl plays cricket. Ante cricket girl null set. Intersection will be null set. This is cricket. These are the girls. So there will not be any intersection between these two. So boys ఎక్కడైనా ఉండొచ్చు లాగా. Okay, that's the reason I asked you whether syllogism is completed or not. Is it clear now? Okay. So you cannot have all the 35 boys play cricket. Some of them will play cricket. Do we know the number of boys playing cricket? No. So the answer for this question should be cannot be determined. Clear, guys? Quick responses. Clear. Yeah. So consider this as a homework. Okay. So the answer for this question is option D. This homework అనుకోండి or for practice అనుకోండి. This is a question from arrangements. Okay. It can be one and either two or three. Now, this question. This question. I'll give you 1 minute. Not sufficient. Okay. So statements 1 and 2 together are not sufficient. Why? What are the possibilities that you have got? Okay. Ma, can you please turn off your camera? Yeah, thank you. So now we have to determine, is P a prime number? Is P a prime number? Okay. Now P plus 2 is a prime number. You know that P plus 2 is a prime number. So what can you say about this? What can be the values of P? It can be either 0, okay, then 1, okay, because P plus 2 is a prime number, isn't it? Okay, so P plus 2 can be either 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 15, sorry, not 15, my bad, 13, 17, so on. Okay, P plus 2 is a prime number, so the value of P should be either 0, 1, 3, 5, 9, 11, it can be 15, it can be 17. Okay, now do we have a unique value of P, or can we determine whether P is a prime number? No, because here we have some values are prime and some values are composite. So with statement 1 alone we cannot answer. Now 10 less than P less than 20. Okay, so you will have values from 11 to 19, isn't it? Now we cannot determine whether P is a prime number or not. Okay, now if I consider these two statements, P plus 2 is a prime number and 10 less than P less than 20, then what can be the values? 11, 15, 17, and if this is 20, P plus 2 is a prime number, so yeah, 23, then 21. No. Okay, so we have three different values of 11, 15, and 17. Okay, out of which 11 and 17 are prime, but 15 is not prime number, isn't it? So because of this, I can say that statement 1 and 2 are together not sufficient, isn't it? So P can be either 11, 15, or 17. If the value of P is 11 and 17, yes, P is a prime number. But when the value of P is 15, P is not a prime number. So the answer for this question should be option B, because what will be the answer for this question? Is P a prime number? Either you will have yes or no. Okay, if the value of P is 11 and 17, then yes. If the value of P is 15, then no. So you do not have a unique answer. So the answer for this question should be option B. Clear, guys? Quick responses. Yes. So moving ahead. Now coming to directions. Okay. So how many directions do we have? This is already on the slide. Kada. So you have a total 8 directions, in which 4 are major directions. Okay, north, south, east, and west are major directions, whereas northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest are the derived directions. Okay, now perfect. Okay, so can you remember this order? North, east, south, and west. Or if you have any difficulty in remembering this. No. Okay, fine. Now in directions, nothing difficult, easy to remember. Okay. Now in directions, okay, for example, if it is said that Ramesh is moving in north direction and turn to his right. For example, when you come across these type of statements, so Ramesh is moving to his to the north, is traveling to the north and turn to his right. So with how many degrees will he turn? Turning right ante he is moving in north. Okay, turn to his right. Whenever you come across these type of statements, so this is left hand side and this is right hand side of Ramesh, and he has to turn by an angle of 90 degrees. Okay, always remember that. So now he will be moving in east direction, isn't it? One minute, guy. Yeah, so this is one statement which you need to remember. Now, turning left ante moving in west direction. Okay, now coming to uh, these northeast, north, southeast, southwest, and northwest. For example, okay, Deepak has moved 10 meters towards east అన్నాడు అనుకోండి. Okay, so this will be my starting point. I should be moving in this direction only by 10 meters. Moving east ante I should be moving along this line. Okay, and he has turned by turn to his left and moved a distance of 5 meters అన్నాడు అనుకోండి. So I will be turning to north and I will be here. Now if we are asked to determine the direction of this point with respect to starting point, what will be this direction? Will it be east? No, this is not completely east. This is not also completely north. Okay, so this will be northeast. Okay, any point in between north and east will be northeast, north and west will be northwest. Okay, south and east will be southeast, and south and west will be southwest. Okay, and what is the angle between these two directions, north and west? 90. North and east 90. This is 90 and this is 90. So any point between north and west will be northwest, south and west will be southwest, and so on. Now I have a question for you. Now if it is given that, okay, Deepak has moved 10 meters from his house in northeast direction, then how should we consider? Okay, whenever it is mentioned in a question that he has moved in northeast direction, we should be considering it. Okay, so in this and this angle is 45. So center లో వెళ్తున్నట్టే కన్సిడర్ చేసుకోవాలి given in the question. Northeast direction ante only this, if it is given in the question, or if we get any point here, this will be northeast direction. Please understand this difference. Question no, if he is traveling in northeast direction ichadante, he should be traveling at an angle of 45 degrees with east and 45 degrees with north. Okay, he cannot travel like this or like this. Okay, question lo northeast and iste, you have to consider it this way. Okay, and if you find a point anywhere here, then that will be in northeast direction. Clear? Quick responses. Yeah, and one more important formula which I want you to remember in directions is Pythagoras theorem. Because okay, if you see, this is 90 degrees as discussed, this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees north and west, this is also 90 degrees. So మీరు ఏమైనా లైన్ చేస్తే ఏం ఫామ్ అవుతుంది? You will form a right angle triangle. Okay, in right angle triangle, for example ABC, what is Pythagoras theorem? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. అంతే. ఓకే, సో డైరెక్షన్స్ నుంచి క్వశ్చన్ సాల్వ్ చేయాలి అంటే ఇంతే నాలెడ్జ్ కావాలి. ఓకే, దీని మించి ఇంకేమీ అవసరం లేదు. Clear? Clear, guys? Quick responses. Or clear? Okay, so let's start solving questions on directions. Directions is easy, ma. Okay. So let's see. I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, we'll discuss this after 1 minute. Southwest, southwest, east, west. Okay. Now, so the answer should be southeast. Let's see. Okay. So a clock is so placed that at 9 a.m. the minute hand points to northeast. So minute hand. But please don't get confused between these two hands. This is called minute hand, and I assume clocks is done, isn't it? Clocks అయిపోయింది కదా. Yeah. So this is northeast. Okay. So if this is northeast, I can say this is north, this will be east, and this will be south, and this will be west, isn't it? So at 9 o'clock, the minute hand points towards northeast. Which direction does the hour hand point at 3 p.m.? At 3 p.m., we need to determine in which direction our hand will be pointing. So at 3 p.m., our hand under Chinnamula. It will be exactly here. So what is this direction? This is between south and east. So southeast should be the answer. Okay. Ikkada our hand and it's not the minute hand. Okay. So you should be very careful while reading the question. Okay. So the answer for this question should be southeast. Any doubts? Quick responses. No, clear. Okay. Moving ahead. So this is one more model of questions from directions. East, okay, let's see. So the answer should be east, and yes. So after traveling 10 kilometers, so for example, let us consider this is my starting point. After traveling for 10 kilometers, I turn right and travel 4 kilometers. So I'm considering that I have started my direction in this direction. Okay, so after traveling 10 kilometers, I turn right. So this will be right, and 4 kilometers. Then turn right again. So I am facing this direction. So this will be right, and I'll be moving in this direction and covered a distance of 6 meters. Now I am moving towards west. So it is given that this is west direction, isn't it? So if this is west, okay, what is the answer? Oh, sorry, what was the question asked? In which direction did I start my journey? I have considered that I have started my journey in this direction. So if this is west, this should be east. So the answer for this question should be east. Yeah, two turns means 180. So the turns can be either this way or this way, isn't it? This turn can be either downwards or upwards. You cannot directly take that two turns will be 180. It can be 0 also, plus 90 minus 90. Clear? It's not always possible. 213. Is your doubt clear? Yes. Okay. Now, moving ahead. Okay, we have 320, 480, 100, 400. Okay, let's see. So the answer should be 400 meters. Now let's see. Now, Rakesh traveled 500 meters from his house. Now, always consider this as the starting point. Okay, travel 500 meters from his house towards north. So let me consider this as north. In that case, this will be east, this will be west, and this will be, sorry, this will be south, and this will be west, isn't it? Now, Rakesh traveled 500 meters towards north. So let me consider this distance as 500 meters. Okay, now he has turned left. So when he's traveling north, this will be his left and this will be his right, isn't it? Okay, so he turned left. So he turned at an angle of 90 degrees and traveled for 80 meters. So let me consider that he is moving towards west now, and this is 80 meters. Now what did he do? Now again, then 260 meters towards his left. Okay, now he is traveling in west direction. So this is his right and this is his left. So again, 260 meters towards his left. Okay, this is 260 meters. Now he is traveling in south direction. So this will be his left and this will be his right. And he has again taken a left turn. Okay, and he has traveled for 400 meters. Okay, so this total distance is 400 meters. Okay, now what was asked to calculate? How far he is he from starting point? So we are asked to calculate this distance. Okay, how can we find this distance? So here if you observe, we have a right angle triangle here. This is a right angle triangle. So we need to know this distance and this distance. If we can determine these two distances, we can apply Pythagoras theorem and we can find this. Now, guys, this total is 400 meters, isn't it? This total distance is 400, out of which this distance is 80. Now, what will be this distance? 400 minus 80, 320, isn't it? So the horizontal distance is 320. Now, this total distance is how much? 500, and this distance is 260. Now, what will be this distance? 500 minus 260, 240. Now, apply Pythagoras theorem. Apply Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so under root 240 square plus 320 square. This will be 400 for sure. Or if you observe 240 and 320 are the perpendicular sides of a right angle triangle. Okay, so I can say that the third side will be 400. How? By using what? By using what? Pythagoras triplets, isn't it? I can write this as 80 into 3. This is 80 into 4, and sides of a triangle. So the third side should be 80 into 5. So which is 400. So do you know the Pythagoras triplets, guys? Yes or no? Okay, the sides which form a right angle triangle. We have some Pythagoras triplets. If you have ABC, okay. So if ABC is a right angle triangle, and if you are given with AB and BC as 3 and 4, the third side will be 5. Okay. If this is 5 and 12, the third side will be 13. If this is 7 and 24, if these two are 7 and 24, the third side will be 25. So questions will be asked mostly on these Pythagoras triplets. 3, 4, 5, 5, 12, 13, 7, 24, 25. So you can remember this. Clear? Can I move to next question, guys? Yeah. Okay, let's see. 13 kilometers, perfect, right answer from majority. Yeah, 13. It's not 17, it's 13. So Krishna starts from his house and travels 8 kilometers towards north. Always consider this as your starting point. So Krishna starts from his house. This is Krishna's house. Okay. And travels 8 kilometers towards north. So this is 8 kilometers. Now he is facing towards north. So this will be right, this will be left. Now he turns right and travels 2 kilometers. Now he is facing east. So this will be left, this will be right. Now he again turns right and travels 3 kilometers. So now he is facing south. So this will be left, this will be right. He turns right, travels 2 kilometers and turns right again and travels 3 kilometers and then travels to 3 kilometers towards east. This is 3 kilometers towards east. Now finally he turns left. So he's traveling towards east. So left again 7 kilometers. Then this is the final point. Okay. Now we need to determine what? How far is he from the starting point? Now what is the distance between this point and the starting point? So if I join this forms a right angle triangle. So what is the horizontal distance? This is nothing but 2 and 3. So 2 plus 3, 5 kilometers, isn't it? 2 plus 3, 5. Now let us find the vertical. Yeah, now let us find the vertical distance. Okay, so this is 8. 8 minus 3. So this is 5. This is 5 kilometers. And this is 7 kilometers, isn't it? So the total distance is 5 plus 7, 12 kilometers. Okay, so one perpendicular side is 5, the other is 12. So using Pythagoras triplets, I can say that the hypotenuse will be 13 kilometers, and 13 kilometers should be the answer. Clear? So it's not 17, it's 13. Yeah, clear. So moving ahead. So guys, consider, take a screenshot of this. This is also similar to previous question. The answer is 13 meters northwest. Okay. Take a screenshot of this. You can consider this as a practice question. Okay. Now you have 1 minute. Yeah. So what are the answers, guys? 13 meters northwest, southeast, southeast. Okay, let's see. So the answer should be 13 meters northwest. It should be northwest, not southeast. Okay, let's see why. Now, starting from her house, Nisha travels 8 meters towards west. So let me consider this as north. This is east, south, and west. Okay, so 8 meters towards west. Now she is facing west. Then she turns right. So if she is facing west, this is her right. So turns right and travels 15 meters. So this is 15 meters. She then traveled 20 meters towards east. Okay. So let this total distance be 20 meters. Okay. And she traveled 20 meters towards south to reach her hostel. Okay. So let this total be 20 meters. Now, how far is her house from her hostel? Okay. So this is her house and this is her hostel. We need to find this distance. So to find this total distance is 20. This distance is 8. So I can say that this distance will be 12 meters, the horizontal distance. Now, this total vertical distance is 20. This is 15. Okay. So this will be 5. So this will be 5, 12. So hypotenuse will be 13. Perfect. So 13, you have answered it correctly. But how far is her house from her hostel and in which direction? So now here we need to determine the direction of her house with respect to her hostel, isn't it? So hostel is towards southeast of her house, but okay, her house will be, this is north, this is west, in the northwest direction from the hostel, isn't it? The question is asked in reverse here. How far is her house from the hostel and in which direction? So here we need to determine the direction of her house from her hostel. Clear? So that's the catch here. So please, okay, also read the question properly. Yeah, so moving ahead. So this is the last type of questions asked on directions. Okay, so I'll give you 1.5 minute. We'll discuss this after 1.5 minute. So south, south, south. Perfect. Right answer. So how to answer these type of questions? Now, now we need to understand when you come across these type of questions, you need to first understand the time of the day. One morning, Ravi observed that his shadow is falling to his right. So Ravi is standing like this, okay, and his shadow is falling to his right. So this is Ravi's shadow. Now, in which direction is he facing? Now, now on morning, uh, in the morning, in which direction do we have sun? So sun will be here, isn't it? Sun will be here. So if sun is in the east, the direction of the shadow will be towards west. So this will be east, okay, and this will be west, okay, and west is to the right of the direction that Ravi is facing. So what direction is Ravi facing? Ravi is facing south, and this will be north. Clear? So the answer for this question should be south, isn't it? Any doubts? Quick responses, please. Any doubts? Quick responses. No. Okay. Moving ahead. Yeah. Again, south, south, south. So one morning, Ram and Shyam were talking facing each other. Okay. It is observed that Ram's shadow fell to his left. So let me consider this is Ram and this is Shyam. They are talking uh, facing each other, and Ram's shadow fell to his left. So Ram is direction kada? Sorry, the opposite direction. So Ram's shadow is towards his left, and this is the morning of the day, isn't it? So sun towards east. So this will be east, and this will be west. Okay. So in that case, this will be south, and this will be north. Now, what was asked in the question? The direction which Shyam is facing. So Shyam is facing this direction. So Shyam is facing south. Clear, guys? Please. Yeah. So the last question of today. Yeah, we have one right answer. Guys, the answer is cannot be determined, guys. The answer is cannot be determined. Now let's see. One evening, Prajay and Pranav are sitting in a park. Okay. So you have, let us say this is uh, Prajay here. Okay. So let me consider this as west. Okay. Because in the evening, the sun is towards the west. Okay, so Pradesh shadow is falling on Prano. So this is shadow. Shadow will be towards east, isn't it? Now, now tell me if Prano faces this direction or this direction. Okay, do we have any change in the direction of the shadow of Prajay? No, isn't it? So Prajay can sit either facing south or either facing north, isn't it? Or they can also be talking facing each other. Okay, facing opposite to each other, then in that case he will be sitting facing west. So do we have a definite direction of Praja? No, it can be any of these four. Okay, because it is not given to us that Pranay and Prajay are sitting facing each other. So nothing is given in the question. Okay, so you cannot assume. Clear? Any doubts, guys? Any doubts in today's session? Quick responses. Clear. So yes. So thank you guys. We'll see you guys in the next class. That is in the afternoon. Okay. And we'll discuss. Yeah. So thank you guys. Have a great day.